Hello students of CTU, my name is Kyle Burdett and I'm with McGraw-Hill Education. Today I'm going to be walking you through the process of how you register for McGraw-Hill's Connect. So some of your courses are going to be taught using McGraw-Hill's Connect, for example HSS 121, which is the demo that we're going to use for today. And you're going to be notified by an email from WOW, and they'll be letting you know that your instructor has already set up a section for you in McGraw-Hill's Connect, and you're going to receive the unique URL for that section. Okay, so you'll take the URL and you'll go out to the internet and paste the URL in your browser, and this will bring you to your instructor's Connect section. Okay, so you'll see that you've got the option to sign in if you've already registered or to register for the course. And when you scroll down here, you're going to want to double check and make sure that everything matches. So mainly, you're going to make sure that the course is the course that you're trying to take, so in this instance, HSS 121, and that the instructor is your section instructor. And once you've confirmed all of that, you just click Register Now. And it's going to ask you to input an email address. We highly suggest that you use your school's email address because it's unique to you and you won't get it confused. So if you have a couple of personal email addresses, sometimes you can forget and it just becomes confusing. So it's always a best practice to just use your CTU email. So I'm going to make one up. Okay, and then I'll click Submit. And next up, it's going to ask me to register. So for registration, you're going to need your access code. You might buy your access code virtually from the library, or you might get it packaged with your textbook, but regardless, you're just going to take that long number and you can either copy and paste it like I'm going to, or you can manually type it in and then click Submit. Alright, so now it's going to ask you for a little more information about yourself. So we're going to ask you to type in your email address one more time so we can make sure that it's you and that you've entered it in properly. Then it's going to ask you for a password. The best practice here is to use the same password that you use for your personal email. It's just easier to remember. Okay, then we're going to have to enter in your first and last name. So I've got my first and last name now. And usually this section will be pre-populated, and it should have your state and your campus. For the sake of this demo, I don't actually have a school, so I'm just going to type one in. But you won't have to do this. Okay. The next up, it's going to ask you for a security question. So just pick something that's easy for you. All right. And then you come down here to the bottom. Let's deselect that you'd like to receive more information about our products, but definitely click I accept because that agrees to the terms and services, and then you will complete the registration. Alright, so the registration is now complete, and you'll just click Go to Connect now.